It is Sunday, November 3rd in the afternoon, and we're just about ready to head into the timber one more time this weekend. We've got very wet conditions. We had inch and a half of rain overnight last night. Miserable conditions to hunt in yesterday, but we're not gonna let that get us down. It is November, it's the rut, and we've got tags to fill. It looks like the rain has held off a little bit, which is very good for us because I think the deer will be up and moving. So we're gonna make the challenge out of this to where we are gonna try to fill one of those tags with this bow and do it in the next 3.5 hours before the Viking game starts. So that's what our plan is. I'm gonna go ahead and knock an arrow before I head into the timber, and I'm gonna roll some footage from yesterday's hunt just to get you up to speed. But let's get this done. After a little bit of hiatus, we're headed back into the timber. I was able to run home and get a few chores done. And before I even left the timber, I was able to set up a ground blind and brush it in. Got an arrow knocked just in case we bump something on the way in, because got a little bit of a hike back in here. Well, we got hunkered down in the ground blind this afternoon. Rain came in probably about an hour before what they forecasted it to be. It's just a light drizzle, isn't too bad, but I really wanted to get up into the other stand this afternoon for evening jaunt, but I just don't have that one rigged up the way I want to yet, so opted to get into the ground blind and just kind of test this out. See, looks like the radar, we're going to have rain the rest of the evening off and on, so hope is we get a break in the rain and the deer start moving. It's about 4:15 right now, probably hovering right around 50 degrees, so the weather isn't too bad. Got a southeast wind coming in, so I have the whole timber in front of me on both sides of me, so hopefully we get something moving this afternoon. So let me tell you about the bow setup. This is a PSC Firestorm X. Did a little bit of research on this. They stopped production of this, I believe, in 2007. This bow was actually given to me by a really good friend, Jay, who you've met on the Boundary Waters videos. The story goes that they cleaning out the storage shed, found this bow, and it's a left-handed bow, and they were both right-handed, and Jay knew that I was left-handed. So I actually had this bow for many years. I didn't use it. I have another bow that I started out hunting with, and was just very comfortable with that. But I pulled this bow out last year and kind of did some adjustments to it. I've got a pinched nerve in my neck, so pulling back can be difficult, so I tweaked it so that way it was able to do a draw weight, which I believe is right around 60. Even then, it's still painful to pull that back, just that little catch right at the end. But once I get it back, I can hold it, so it seems to work out pretty well. Still getting used to it. There's a lot of little things that I need to make some adjustments on, but when I did get it, I actually had a new string put on it because I didn't know how old it was. But so it is a new string. But even though I've had it for several years, I hadn't been fired that often, so I just had it in storage in my basement. And so anyway, been playing around with it. I like it. It's actually a little bit more compact. It is kind of heavy. That's the one thing that's different from this one, but I think it's just a more stout, sturdier, better quality bow than my other one. So still getting used to it and trying to understand the pins. I practiced with it several times, but still not 100% confident. As you saw in my last video, I missed a doe right out in front of me. Should have been an easy shot. Pretty sure I could have gotten that with my other bow. So I'm just still messing with the pins. I'm not sure I like these sights, so I may end up getting a new sight for it. But so that's the story of this bow and my setup. My arrows are just simply Walmart arrows. They're I can't even read the brand on them, but got 5 of the same color. That's all I really care about. I have had the last few seasons hunting. I've lost arrows, broke arrows, and I had like 4 different types of arrows. So this year I went out and got all brand new arrows and a few new broadheads. So I personally like the fixed broadhead myself. That's what I've shot for years. They've worked really well when I do hit it. So, but that's the story of the bow. We'll see. I plan on using this all season long and just kind of learning as I go and making adjustments as I go, and hopefully we can harvest something with it and score the first kill with this bow. So that's the plan anyway. Just need something to come along. Alright, welcome back. Alright, we are set up, we are locked in. Didn't see anything on the way in, but the wind is starting to die down a little bit, so I anticipate that they'll start moving here pretty quick. Definitely a muddy mess getting into here. Got all kinds of little grassy beds, so I'm just kind of watching to see if anything is bedded down in there. So as you know, hunting in wet weather conditions or just terrible conditions, it's not so much about the hunt itself as it is about endurance and getting through that hunt for the opportunity. Kind of settled in the last few days. I anticipate that these deer have just been bedded down, hunkered down. But now that we've got a break in the weather, I think they'll start moving again. So that's what we're banking on tonight for this challenge. Wind's coming from the southeast. So we got this whole timber over here I gotta keep an eye on. And hoping we can get it done tonight. This would be a great way to start off November. This is hunt number 5 for us, so we are starting to get a little antsy. in if anything interesting happens. Season ahead of us, and the mission will continue. Many more adventures to come. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next.